Hello everyone, welcome back to the OneTalk podcast. You're here with your host Ryan McCarthy, and today we are joined by Tsotsi. Tsotsi is the founder of Tsotsi Entertainment, also does events with Superfly Studios Brisbane, the co-owner of Movement Dance Space and Arcane events. And on today's episode, I was really keen to get inside the mind of Tsotsi, inside the mind of someone who runs his own business and heavily involved in the music and entertainment industry, and to see the trials and tribulations along the way of becoming successful in this industry, but also learn about what motivates him and learn about who he truly is behind the scenes. And within this episode, you'll find out so much about Tsotsi. We touch so much just on around mindset, motivation, discipline, spirituality, connecting to your purpose, being on the mission, the journey, overcoming challenges. There's just so much within this episode. And it was really cool to just get to know Tsotsi personally and just get inside of his mind. So it's a lot of nuggets within here as well. If you're someone that is looking to get into the music or entertainment industry, Tsotsi drops a lot of knowledge and a lot of value within this episode for someone like yourself, but also just for the general listener. You'll just enjoy this episode because we touch on so many diverse topics. But before we get into today's episode, if you could please share this podcast around, it just helps us reach a larger audience, get this message out there and get this value out there into the world. If you could please leave the podcast a rating as well, it would mean so much just in helping this podcast grow. But without further ado, let's welcome Tsotsi.
Welcome, Tsotsi. How are you, brother?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. I'm alive and well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks, man. I was before we start, I just want to say I'm really keen to dive into today's episode because for myself, I've been seeing you around personally and also on the socials of doing your thing and attempting to glue together the Brisbane scene right now, and it's really awesome. I think it's a really important thing that's needed right now in the world, not just for Brisbane, but I think community in general is so important. So it's awesome to see someone like yourself doing what you're doing and providing the value that you are and seeing the mission that you're on, brother. So thank you for coming on.
No, honestly, man, I really appreciate that. I struggle personally to take on compliments, but it's really nice to hear that other people like outside of the general consensus of who I work with are seeing what I'm doing. And you being like a member of, the Brisbane community and yourself and what you're doing, you're bringing life to everything and, putting me on and putting my brother Zaya on the other night, it means a lot. It means a lot, man.
No worries at all, man. And I'd love for myself and the listeners here too to get a good understanding on who you are, where the journey began for you. And I'd like to just bring it back to day dot. Like, where are you from and where did this all begin?
So I'm originally from Randburg, South Africa, Johannesburg. I was born and raised there. Family's still over there. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's a cool country. Lots of stuff happened there, but it's cool. Then moved over to New Zealand, stayed there, and now I'm here. Got pretty good family, pretty lucky, pretty fortunate. Got a little dog.
What was some of your favourite things about Johannesburg? What's some of your key memories from there?
Honestly, the vibrance and the food, like the hospitality and the vibrance of it's like a testing ground. There's a lot of things that happen there. It's very hard, but the people are full of life. So, people really love their music. People really love their color. People really are happy. Like they're happy in themselves. That's probably one of the biggest things that I love about South Africa in general. Not just Joburg, but Joburg in itself was the starting point of the journey. So got to give props to where it all started. I got the little South African flag on me here. So.
Sure, man. Yeah, I love to see that. Do you think this is where the love stems from for the work that you're doing now, is from growing up and seeing the liveliness of the people of South Africa?
I think everything plays a part to everything. Like when you're making food, every ingredient counts, using just the right amount of everything. So it definitely did have some influence in where I'm now. And obviously, like my name, like Tsotsi, like everything that has been like imbued in me now has got to me where I am. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be who I am today, So yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of sauce, a little bit of spice in the mix.
Yeah, 100%. And like coming into, because what you're doing now is like entertainment. Could you talk about what the work is that you're doing?
Yeah, no. So I've always been like in love with music. It's in my bones, I guess. Music saved my life. Like I had a lot of episodes, went and dealt with issues I had, and music was the main thing that was there, kind of just grounded me. I started off like trying to be an artist myself, and then I didn't like my voice, so I was like, not for me. Like I had like a SoundCloud, and I put music out, got like 200 views, and then I was like, took it down, and then I started getting more like involved in music around me. So when I did that, other people were looking to me going, yo, like, how do we get into a studio? How do we do this? How do we do that? And because I went out my own to like source like record labels and studios and everything, it made people want to jump on because they thought I had those resources. And then it grew from that. Like I worked in clubs. I was like a club promoter. I used to bring in like 250 people in the night. And by doing that, I met like DJs and other rappers and artists. And it kind of just like didn't stop. And now I'm just, throwing shows. And
It's epic. It all started at one point, but that journey took you probably in a different direction than you initially intended.
Oh, bro, I've had no plan. Like, I've had no plan with, like, anything. Like, my dad always wanted me to study, and I love him for that. He's right. You need it. My dad's good. Like, we had our issues, but my dad's good. He's a good man. And, he's very big on, like, his work ethic and stuff, so that really helped me. But I really didn't have a plan. My plan was, like, honestly, like, because of what, like, I was going through and stuff when I was younger, I was like, nah, 18, that's it. But, like, after that, it was kind of like, okay, what now? And I kind of just got up every day and made my bed. I kind of just didn't stop. And I'm like, I'm here now. I'm just going to see where this goes. So
When you said 18 and that's it,
yeah.
what was the deep belief behind that change when you turned 18 and it wasn't it?
Oh, like, I don't know. Like, I was just stupid then. Like, honestly, I was just a bit stupid. And then it kind of, like, it's weird. Like, where I'm at now, I wouldn't be anywhere where I'm at without the people that are around me. And, like you were talking earlier about, like, in the beginning, just about the community. And the community is a massive thing. Like, as I said, if it wasn't for the people that I've been, grew up around, spent my time around, like, developed with, I wouldn't be here. And a lot of people, like, were looking up to me and, like, saw me as a way out. And for me, I couldn't handle that. I was like, what the hell, But then I kind of now, like, I'm still not used to it. Like, people still to this day, like even just, like, the littlest compliments, like, to me, like, is like, I struggle with it, But when I was around that time period, there were so many people relying on me in a sense. And I was like, I can't stop. If I stop, like, who else is going to do it? If I stop now, like, I have to keep going, even if it's not for me. That's where, like, it shifted. In the beginning, it was like, what am I doing with myself? And now it's like, I have to do something, If I don't do it, no one else is going to do it, like 10% make it out,
Yeah.
So, and in my industry, like, we're like 1% of the population. So it's like, then 10% of that 1% make it out. It's like, well, I have to make sure I'm doing something and I'm bringing people with me, because if, who else is? So.
Yeah, 100%. Like you said, if no one's going to do it for you, you have to do it for yourself first. And then, you start surrounding yourself with good people who can support you as well. And I think that's absolutely key in life.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, if you surround yourself with 10 drunks, you're going to be the 11th one. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I've, like, surrounded myself with a lot of interesting people. But, like, at the end of the day, just got to stay focused on, I guess, the end goal. I don't necessarily have an end goal, but, like, I know where I want to be. Like, I know, like, what I'm capable of,
Yeah, 100%. And, like, we can have a destination in mind, but as time goes on, that destination is always going to evolve and grow. So, like, pinpointing that is, like, cool. But then it's like, by this time next year, it might be bigger, it might be a little different. And I think the important part, like you're doing right now, is being so invested in the journey, which is a point that I think a lot of people miss, and you miss the joy of the moment by doing it.
No, 100%. Like, so many people as well, like, a lot of these young artists that I meet, they're looking down on themselves in a way, and they're, like, really, like, or some people just think like small things get to their head, and it's like, bro, like it's Brisbane, you know what I mean? Or it's like, dude, like chill. But or like they beat themselves up, and it's like, bro, you've been doing this for 2 years. Like I've been doing this shit for like, in total, like if we were to take like from the beginning to now, it's been like nearly 6 years. But I've only really been like going hard, throwing my own shows and stuff for 2 years. And the fact that I was pushing trolleys like at Woolworths, like to like where I am now, you know, it's crazy. And a lot of people are like, damn, like if he can do it, I can do it. And it's like, you know, just because you're not where you want to be now, or just because you think that is what you should be at, or that is where you should be. Nah, bro, just like keep doing what you're doing at your own pace. Keep, you know, putting out what you're doing. Like people get so upset with their plays and their views, or like they go out and they really want to be something. It's like, just, you know, be yourself.
100%. And like for me with my podcast, like I've been doing it for just over 2 years now. Yeah. And at the start I was obsessed with numbers and views. But when the numbers and views weren't growing, because I wasn't focusing on quality. Yeah. But once I just stayed behind the scenes, focus on quality as much as I can, and create a pure content from that, my views started going up because I made sure first and foremost the quality is there.
No, 100%. Like your content's very crystal clear. Like you got a really nice setup here. Like you got a nice little spot, and it's growing. And like you got a nice community that's happening too. And that's what it's all about. Is just you're doing what you feel is right for you. Like your gut doesn't lie to you. Like, you know, I've been in some sticky situations. I know you've had some interesting stuff too. So it's like, you know, you just kind of, you have a knowing. It's like, this is what's right. I mean, I honestly, like, I wouldn't be here today without the people, and I'm not massively religious, but I believe in like God's plan. Like, I give every day to God. Like I wake up, pray, you know, I'm like, thank you for, I'm blessed. Like I'm so blessed. Like it's crazy how blessed I am, you know, but I don't want the blessings to stop there, you know, like I just want to keep going. And my thing is like, whatever I have, I give back. So like, if I know I can help someone elevate them, that's what I do. That's why I do the shows. The whole entire crux of why I'm doing this is because it's not about me. Like dead ass. Like I said, at 18, I was like, nah, it's done. Yeah. Now it's like, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing it for you. I want to see people having a space for their art, because there's nothing here. You know, there's nothing in Brisbane. There's nothing for like kids to take the time. Like I've got heaps of friends in jail or dead and stuff. Like I've lost heaps of people, and it's because like they didn't have an outlet. They didn't have people that would listen. They didn't have people that would give them a chance. You know. And now, you know, in the time period where we are, like Brisbane's like a powerhouse. There's so much here.
So much talent.
Dude, it's crazy. Like it's scary how good like people are here. Like the videographers are like on a next level. Like everything, like the DJs, like the producers, like everything, the rappers, the singers. There's some beautiful voices.
I like creativity.
Dude, yeah, and the art in general. Like I cop these off Mullah. Like he makes clothes, he's a gaffer, he does everything. Like he's a Brisbane figurehead for real. You know. I got given this. I bought this, I've given this. Most of these have been given or bought them. But, you know, I'm very big on like clothes, I'm very big on like art. I'm very big on music. I like creativity. I like people to be able to express themselves. Yeah. You know, that's what you're doing here. You're giving people a chance to have a chance at like expressing themselves, having their say. You know?
I think that's really important. You haven't like just, if you've got a vision or you've got a goal or you're working on something, being able to actually vocalize that out into the world is so key. Like being able to admit what you want to the world, because then it feels real, like to another level. Yeah. I found that with myself. Once I started speaking out what I want, once I started speaking out my mission, it felt real. And then once it felt real, like results started coming into my life, good networks started coming into my life, and the journey just started to speed up. It's powerful.
100%. I mean, you have to believe in yourself. Yeah. And you have to speak words into action. I'm very big on I don't tell people what I'm doing. Like I don't tell people what like I've got the whole next 2 years booked out with crazy acts. Like literally tonight we just announced Mitros de Menace and Forte and that.
That's huge.
Good boys. And got some more. I do a lot of international stuff too, and stuff all over Australia, to be honest. Like it's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's really fucking cool.
Like it's kind of cool. But yeah, it's just the beginning. Like, you know, it's just the beginning. But I don't tell people what I'm gonna do, but I tell people this is why I'm doing it. Like, I've had heaps of adversity. Yeah. Like when you start when you start tapping in to doing things, people are gonna come for you.
Yeah.
Because like for whatever reason under the sun, they're gonna come for you, and it's annoying because it's like I have no problem with you, but you have a problem with me. You know, and that happens, and then you know you've got other people that, you know, they want to support you, but they're like a sideline supporter, and it's like you don't even support yourself. You look at some people, and it's like, damn, like, you know, you can be working a 9 to 5. I work a 9 to 5, but you can still have a bit of like joy in your life.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Believe in yourself. Wake up in the morning like, this is what I'm doing today. Like, smile. You know.
Yeah,
like,
smile
and speak it out. Like, you know, I am successful. I am handsome young man, you know. I'm you know, well put together, you know. It's important. Speak life,
because the world is a mirror. And because I know a lot of people listening, and I believe, you know, me and yourself have experienced this, but when you cop hate online or you get people trying to drag you back, that's just a reflection of their own insecurities.
Oh, bro,
and it's got nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
And it's got nothing to do with me. It's the person who's projecting that message. They're the one with the issue.
Yeah,
and let the issue be with them, and don't actually take these things on personal. Because if you start internalizing all this hate and whatever these people are projecting onto yourself, you're going to stress yourself the fuck out.
No, 100. And that's another thing, like, as well, is like when you're trying to be something you're not. Like when you're trying to be something you're not, you're going to get even more hatred. Because, you know, I don't know. I think people pick up on like familiar spirits, or people pick up on stuff like that.
Energy,
bro. 100%. Yeah, big time. Yeah, like when people are putting out certain images, and it's like you're not really that, you know. Like even in like the rap scene and stuff, like you get all the time. Like I don't care. Like I get it. It's like a stage performance. It's a character you put on. Some people that I've met, you know, I'm no hate to them. Like I'm good with them. They're good people, good artists. I like what they're doing, but you know they're putting on like a stage presence, and that's cool. But that's not really you, bro.
Yeah, and like people like myself, who is a absorber of music, like I love authenticity. That's why my two favorite artists is Nipsey Hussle and Cursor. Yeah. So like those two are just so authentic, and they relate to their message and what they portray so much, and that's why I'm like such a dedicated fan.
Yeah, and by all means, I mean those are good artists.
On top of that,
those are good artists. But back on the mirroring thing, like that's another thing. Like what kind of like image are you trying to leave on this world? Like for me, that's I'm just literally I'm just doing me. Like I'm just waking up, doing me. Like got love for my close circle, got love for my circle, my people, everyone that actually, you know, like fucks with my stuff. Like it's crazy. Like I'm very outgoing. I'm extroverted. I love to talk to people. I do. I like when people come up to me and it's like, yo. And no one can say my name properly, by the way. Yeah. No one can say it properly. Like I got given it, so like I've got my real name, obviously. I've got my government name, but I've always been given nicknames like throughout my life, like all the time. And then Tsotsi really stuck because I was a Tsotsi. So Tsotsi is South African slang, but like a lot of other African like languages can understand it. It means thug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so nice. It just means thug.
It sounds cool too. Tsotsi.
Yeah, Tsotsi. So I'm literally just a Tsotsi. Like, you know, I was like a shit kicker for a bit. You know, I was being a bit of a dickhead and I was doing shit I shouldn't have and whatever. But you know, like we all come from somewhere. We all do something, and it's like, what do you want to portray yourself as? Do you want to portray like I could go back to being a little Mick naughty boy. Yeah, you know, I could be doing dumb shit again. I could be dead or in jail. Who cares? But you know, where's the value in that? And it's like other people are observing that. Other people like I'll be honest. Sometimes you see those like hardcore drill rap videos and stuff, and it's like, okay, like I'm not gonna lie, that shit hard. Like I feel like that shit hard. You
like
know,
when it first came out, I was, bro, I understand.
Like that's hard. Okay, those are the cool guys. But you know, at the same time, you got to understand, like you got people looking at you, you got your family looking at you got things going on. It's like, what do you want to be known as? Do you want to be known as like something you're not? Do you want to be known as like Mr. McEvil, or do you want to be known just for who you are, like who you are? And honestly, I don't even want to be famous. I don't want to be known. Yeah. Like the reason why I was happy to wear this kind of stuff and kind of like drift away into the shadows, I sit at the back of the club. Yeah. Because I don't want to be in the spotlight. I hate cameras. But turn it off.
Finish the podcast.
Yeah, finish it. No, but you know, like being given this opportunity, which I really appreciate, to just come and just have a little chat and, you know, I guess delve into this crazy little mind.
Yeah, for sure.
It's cool.
And talking about all that, like that you just talked about just then, man, like
Information overload.
yeah, it's good. It's a lot of things to pick apart, a lot of good subjects to touch on. But one thing you touched on there was, what image do you want to leave on the world? And I'd like to ask you, what image do you want to leave on the world?
I want, like, all honesty, if younger me could see me now, he would be like, that's the cool guy. That's the guy I want to hang out with. And I was the little guy looking at other people going, that's the cool people I want to hang out with. That's people I want to be. I want to, at the end of this, wherever that happens, I'm very big on life's a movie. Like it is, like you got to live it. Like you can't be at the sideline watching it happen. Yeah, you got to take charge. But I just want to be known for, I gave it a shot. I gave it a good hard go. I just did what I did. You know, I woke up each day, made my bed, I was productive. And I want people to go, if I put my mind to something, I can do it. That's all I want to leave. That's literally it. Like, I'm like with giving people opportunities to perform, giving people a place to be able to actually express themselves. Like, even no matter how big you are, like, just people still, you know, need a spot to do something. You know, people still need a place and that to do what they do.
To express.
Yeah, to express. Yeah. So I just want to be simply known for, he just got shit done. Like, he just got shit done, and I can get shit done too, you know?
That's important, man. It's being the example.
Yeah.
And like you said before, how you don't want to share what your goals that you have in the next 2 years are, but you want to be an example for that. And I think that's more important than sometimes speaking, because, you know, words are just words by the end of the day. Yeah. But seeing someone get after it, that's what's truly inspiring.
Well, 100%. Like, I mean, if you're a big reader, like, this is going to be so cringe to some viewers, but like that whole 42 Laws of Power book, like, some of those things are really good and really key things to know. Like, if you go around telling everyone certain things, like, they're going to hold you to that standard. Like, this is what he's doing. And words are powerful. Words are so powerful. That's why, you know, you got to be careful with what you say, and, you know, speak life. Don't speak death. Big thing. Don't go telling everyone what you're doing. Don't go telling every person, because you're gonna get naysayers. You're gonna, you know, it's best that when you tell people, it's at the right time. So I'm like, you know, my 5-year goal, like, simple, like, buy a house, car, you know, maybe wife, who knows? Like, you know, I'm a simple man. I'm a simple man. You know, I'm extroverted, but I'm introverted. You know, I want the simple things in life. Like, honest to God, like a nice property away from the city, away from the busyness would be awesome.
Goals.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Feel that, yeah.
Like, I could be a suburban dad, bro. Like,
driving the Ford Territory.
Just take this off, bro. Take these off. Yeah, no, it's cool. But, yeah, I don't know. I think being mindful of who you express your goals to is a big thing.
Yes. Like
we were talking earlier about having, like, a good group of people around you. If you've got a good group of people around you that are supportive, like, they don't have to have anything. Like, all my close circles were bums, bro. Yeah. Like, all my close circle of friends, like, all of us, bro, like, we're Tsotsi. Like, we're all just, like, people that just full of energy and just wanted to just live, you know, just get shit done. And, you know, we're not multimillionaires. We're not rich. We're not, you know, we don't have a lot, but what we do have is the fact that if I go down, someone else is going to be there, be like, yo, you're better than this. Like, I get my shit. Like, I'm usually the dad of the group of, like, my people, right? And I'm usually the one going, like, you're better than this. And sometimes I've got them in my ear going, like, pull your socks up, you know? It's like, okay, fine.
Yeah. It's like, it's so important to have those people around you, because, like you said, touching on, like, the power of words, there's two separate parts of that are so true that you mentioned. The first one was having naysayers. So when you speak what you want into the world, and you have those people that are like, oh, do you remember when Uncle Jeffrey did that? Or do you remember when Suzanne did that? Or, and it's like all these things that these people implement their own insecurities into you, and you adapt that to your own life. And you start doubting yourself, doubting your mission, and you start, you know, slowly unwinding from what you want to do and get back into what you don't want to do. And it's like, if you keep hanging around those people, you're not going to get to where you want to get to in life. And if you surround yourself with people, if you explain a goal to them, they'll be like, cool, how can we do it? Or how can we help you get there? Or what's the plan look like? Or what's something you can do today to make those steps to get there? I things change quite dramatically when you get around those good, honest people in those circles. I really want to push you.
100%, bro. And I'm very big on like cutting people off. Like I'm a bit of an asshole. Like I am. I'm a bit of a dick. But it is what it is. So like if I can tell that you're not going to bring any value to my life and I'm just going to be giving you value, depending on what it is. Like I'm a big like I'm so bad. Like I'm gonna use this term like Captain Save-A-Ho. I've always see people for their potential. I think that's a big thing. I really see people as like, this is where you could be. This is what you can do. And I'm happy to be there for people. But when it gets to a point where I'm throwing myself at risk, that's when it's like, I got to like cut this off. Or when I notice people that are using me, like I read a room very well. Like I read people. Like when I've met you, like I could tell like you're honest. Like you're honest, and you know when a stick's a stick. Like you'd tell them, you know, okay, look, bro, this isn't it, which is healthy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very the same. Like I'm very direct. I'm very like, and it gets me in trouble. I'm a little too honest, but yeah. When you notice that there's people around you that are literally just feeding off of your energy and not really in it for your like best intentions at heart, you have to make the right decision and move. Like it's the same as like with anything in life. Like even with like, for example, let's talk about like the ground. You know what I mean? You're trying to sow seed, but the seed isn't growing. Like go make a farm somewhere else. Go find where the ground's good. Like yeah, the grass might be greener over there and all that kind of crap, but like honestly, if you have people around your life that are using you or dragging you down, they don't believe in you, like there's only two things: either you're the problem, or like, or like they're actually like you need to actually move. Like you need to like you don't have to physically move, or maybe you might have to physically move, but like just consciously stop giving your best to the worst, because they're not going to make you any better. Like yeah, if you're going like telling people, oh, like you're really happy about something, like I really want to do this, and they go, why? Like why? Unless it's a stupid idea, but still they're going to drag you down, and then you're not going to believe in yourself, as you said, and then it's just downhill from there, because you're never going to grow.
We have a deep knowing as well when we're in those environments as well. Sometimes the mind can play tricks and convince us otherwise, but like our heart and belly, or our spirit, whatever you want to call it, has a deep knowing when we are in the right place or not.
Yeah, no, yeah. I think that's another thing that's been really like crazy for me. Like honestly, like as I said, I had no plan for like any of this, like anything I'm doing right now and anything in the future. Like I do have a plan now.
Yeah.
Like I have to. Like it's my business. If I don't have a plan, like I can't just wing it my whole life. Otherwise, my business ain't gonna work. But yeah, you kind of have to trust your gut, and like I think that's one of the biggest things for me now is like I know in myself, I'm confident. I'm a confident individual, always have been, and that's what people always thought I was cocky. I'm not cocky. Like honestly, I'm not prideful. I honestly, like I know, like I'm like a 7 on a good day. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, you have an internal knowing when you're meant to be somewhere and when you're meant to be doing something. Like you have it built in you, and there's a little bit of a spark in you that goes, yeah, this is where it feels right, And then when you pursue that, like if the doors keep opening, it's for a reason. Yeah. Doors will open when you're going in the right direction. So
yeah, that's what luck is, when preparation meets opportunity.
Yeah, 100%. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And like, yeah, it's important because another part of like the power of our words as well, the second part you touched on, was words are self-hypnosis. So what we say, we are actually hypnotizing our subconscious mind to embody those beliefs to then create an identity. So what we are saying about ourselves as well, like even when I see people, like I've been, someone who did this to myself in the past, like make bad jokes about myself and downgrade myself. But then I was actually believing in that shit.
Yeah,
and then that became my identity. And then I wasn't confident. I wasn't this, I wasn't that. But then once I started changing my words, like you said before, like I am successful, I am strong, I am confident. If you start feeding yourself positive words and positive affirmations, you really do change your beliefs.
Oh, 100%. I worked in sales at one point. I was like a sales like team leader manager thing. It was at this sales company. We were doing some cool stuff. It was actually a really good job. Like my boss was a good man. If he watches this, he might. Well, if he does, he's a cool guy. A big Jordan Belfort fan.
Oh, shout out to him.
Shout out Jordan Belfort. But yeah, when like I've always done sales, like back in the day, you know, sales and sales is sales. When I learned people skills and things like that, a big thing was if you want to be a successful salesman, you have to be in the right headspace. So it's the same with each day. If you want to have a successful day, and this is a big thing. This is where depression and all this bullshit happened. 'Cause I suffered. Like I've attempted my life and shit. Like I said, I was stupid. But you choose happiness. You wake up and you choose happiness. If you don't wake up and make the choice of I'm going to be happy today or I'm going to be successful today, then you're not going to be. If you wake up in the morning and go, oh, she doesn't love me, like the world's cracking, like, then you're just going to be in like you're going to down yourself. It's like you might as well have given up, It's like you have to put yourself in the correct headspace. And even if you're in a shit headspace, like you got to get back on the horse and go, no, today's my day. I'm going to conquer it. I'm going to get up. I'm going to do it. And that's like words of affirmation. You got to affirm it in yourself. I have value. I am the person. I'm that man. I'm him.
I'm him.
I'm Timothy, bro. You know. But yeah, no, 100%. Like if you don't believe it and instill it in yourself, it's whatever.
How do you get yourself in that good mind state? Is it like practices you do daily? Is there certain things? Is it just
like dead ass? When you get so low in life, you kind of just have to. Like you can't get any lower. Like witnessing like my friends dying and like doing all this like stupid shit and being like in really bad headspaces, like there's no other option now.
Yeah.
Like I'm still like suffering with my own issues. Like I've still got like issues. I got like a private Instagram where I just like put in my it's like my little dear diary, and I just put my shit in there. And I talk to myself. Well, I don't talk to myself in a weird way, but like I used to write. Like when I was an artist, I used to write like my like poems and shit, like songs. But yeah, now it's just like I'm just on go mode. like I don't have time to be sad. I don't have time to die. I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to mess around with girls. I don't have time to play stupid games. Well, I mean, I love video games. I'm a big gamer. Like on God, bro. Like
me too.
Yeah, hell yeah. All right, we'll kick it after this. But yeah, no, I just like when you get to a certain point, it's like enough now. Like when you get to that, and it's like. There's like, and I've got heaps of mates that I know they're clinically diagnosed with like serious issues. Like they're literally like their brain chemistry's out of whack. Yeah. And I've dabbled in drugs too, and I've disappointed my parents, got a few hidings, had run-ins with police and all this bullshit. But yeah, when you get to a certain point, and it's like, am I really just gonna be this like little emo person the rest of my life? No, I can't do it anymore. Now I'm at a point where like I don't know. It's kind of like. If I stop, it's over, so it's like, just go. So I don't know. I just, every day I kind of just wake up like alive. I have life in me, Like I said, I'm very blessed. I'm happy I'm alive. So
that's beautiful. Like just waking up with life, especially when you touched on like how dark of the spaces you've been in as well. And to wake up with life, such a good thing, man. It's a good thing to experience. And is it like, the thing I want to get at is like anything that helps you with that feeling of life. Like, is it the circles you're in? Is it the energy that you bring yourself? Is it doing certain things? Like, is there actually things you can like pinpoint in your life that helps with that?
This is what's making me feel alive. Well, like I said before with other stuff, like every little bit of everything helps,
Yeah.
Obviously your mental mind state is the biggest thing. Like you can be in the shittest place in life and still have a good mindset. Certain things that I do, like I said, music saved my life. Like I literally always have my AirPods in. Like I'll be walking around. I'm in the clubs with my AirPods in, bro. I don't give a shit what the DJ playing. I love the DJ, but I don't care. But like I'm in my own world. I'm in my own vibe. I like to keep what I can control in control. So like if I need like time for myself, like I'll go and just go stuff around for a day. Like if I can, if I have to, like I don't have any time. That's the thing. I don't have any time. Like I'm working, I'm studying, and that's it. Like I'm working. So I don't really have time to like be sad, be whatever. But when it comes to it, like certain things, like I'll reward myself. Like if I want a chocky, I'm gonna go get a chocky, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like if I'm feeling down and I know I'm feeling down, like I'll pull myself together. And yeah, like friends, like honest to God, like my circle of boys, bro, top tier. Like we act like kids, like we're climbing on each other. Yeah. You know, we've got all these like things, and you know, I've met a lot of more, like heaps of more people over the past 2 years as well that have become really close, and people that I consider like brothers and sisters. So yeah, when I'm down, like other people notice it first. Like other people pick up on it. Like I have like little episodes every like 6 months when like something really traumatic happens, or like I'm super stressed. Like I might have like a little episode, and I don't like realize it. Like I used to be really bad. Like used to hit the drugs, but now it's like I'm a bit different. Like I might go on like a splurge. I might just be like fuck it, we ball. Yeah. And other people were like, no, you ain't like that. Like, what are you doing, bro? And I'm like, oh shit, you're right. Like,
having those people around you that can actually point that out.
Yeah. Like, yeah, they're like, dude, like, why are you talking to all these girls? Like, you know, why are you spending all this money? Why are you doing this? And it's like, oh, you're right. Yeah. There's something wrong. I need to fix it.
Yeah.
You know, I think self-acknowledgement's the best thing. I think that's what's always helped me. Like when I notice there's something wrong, and then I just find the quick antidote. And, you know, sometimes it's like, I used to do unhealthy things. Now I'm doing healthy things. So it's like if I need to clear my head, I'll go for a walk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like maybe hit the Zuby, but like yeah, no.
But it's like another key thing you touched on there as well is the importance of being on a mission. Study, work, business, etc. Like if you ever feel the energy that makes you feel down or suppressed or anxious, like whatever it is, you can put that energy into drive. Yeah, it's just going to create positive changes into your life, like building your business, doing networking, connecting with people, or whatever it may be. But being on that mission, I think, is absolutely key to overcoming, especially things like depression.
Yeah, no, you have to have a purpose. And even if you don't have a purpose, find one. Yeah. Find a purpose in each task each day. Like the biggest thing that, like, I've had a few people in my life come and go, you know, because of dealing with stuff. And it's like, it's a shame. Like, it honestly is a shame. But the thing is, like, you have to, like I said earlier, you have to choose to be happy. You have to choose to be, okay, I'm getting out of bed today. You know, I'm not going to sit in my rut anymore. Like, you know, I'm going to get up, even though I'm not feeling good. Like, who cares? Your hamster died, your brother died, your dad died, you know, you lost all your money, whatever happened. Like, it doesn't matter where you go in life. Like, the deepest pits of hell, you know, you can still go, okay, I'm pulling myself together. You know, you can still be dealing with it. Like, you're still like, ow, you know, but you're still going to go, okay, look, I need to wash the dishes. I'm going to wash the dishes.
Just don't drown them.
Yeah, I'm not going to live in filth. I'm not going to absorb myself into it, you know? Like, it's there. Yeah. Fuck yeah, it's there. But, you know, why do I want to feed into it even more?
Yeah, it's like the shit that we go through is like, you know, like the ocean. And when we sit in our room or we stay isolated, that's when we're like drowning. But you want to stay afloat and try and swim till you reach a shore. And the shore is like better times, better places.
Yeah, and if you get tired, float.
Yeah, facts.
Like, oh shit. Like if you feel your arms and legs are getting tired, bro, like don't drown.
Yeah, take a breather and float. Yeah.
Find your balance. You know, I think that's another thing. That one of the hardest things I think a lot of people, especially just now with everything, is balance. Balance is key. Is balancing everything. I struggle sometimes with balance, but when you find like that little sweet spot, then it's a lot easier. You know, when you're completely focused on one side, the other side, you know, dips out. It's like the same with like business and stuff. If you put 10% into everything, nothing's going to be that good. No. You have to find the core aspects of what works, you know. And like I said as well, like manage what you can manage. If there's a whole bunch of things around you that you can't manage, don't worry about them. Manage what you can manage, because then your plate doesn't look so big and it's not so, you know.
Focus what's in front of you.
Exactly.
As well, like you said, don't try and do a million things at once. Like focus on crafting the one thing and making that great.
Yeah, hammer it out, you know.
Yeah, because even with myself, like, because like you could probably speak to this as well. When I first started this journey of wanting to give back for mental health and mindset, like I had good ambitions. I was trying to do everything and trying to help people in every way and do all these events.
That's
and
exhausting.
A million things, exactly. But nothing was taken off.
Yeah.
Because my energy was like 5% a year, 10% a year, 20% a year, 2% a year. And then like there was no point where I could actually go and grow something and then grow a really strong foundation. Because once you build that foundation, right, like as a tree, once the tree gets big enough, it starts growing out bigger branches.
Yeah.
So once my tree is solid and steady, then these other branches can come off it. But it's like creating that strong foundation to begin with.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like in the Bible, like, you know, build your house upon the rock. Like, you know, you have to find good ground and stable yourself. And even if that's like, you know, a small little pebble that you found that you can like start building some, you know, every little atom inside of you has a purpose. Every little tiny thing that you do has a reason. So, you know, just because it's small, it's like people that throw away pennies. Like when I see people throwing away cents, I'm like, dude, like you collect enough of those bad boys and you got a Lambo. You know what I mean? Don't throw away your fun tokens now. You know, I guess it comes to like what people really value as well. Like your values are everything. Like if you are putting things on pedestals or in places where they shouldn't be, that's like, oh, but I need this, but it's not giving you anything. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing certain activities or you're focusing on things that aren't assisting you in any way, it's the same with people. Like get rid of them. You know what I mean? It's like, why are you prioritizing this when you're suffering? Why are you doing this when you don't have that? You know what I mean? It's like people that like go online and like flash cash and stuff, and it's like, dude, I know you. Like you were asking me for like $50 the other day.
Yeah.
like you know what I mean?
Back to that authenticity we're talking about.
Yeah. It's like, you know, okay, bro. You know, fair enough. So yeah, no, you gotta find some true solid ground, and even if it's a little bit, it's building that. It's building the foundation. It's going. This is what I've got. This is what I'm working with. This is what I'm focusing on, and you just start tapping away. You know, just start
identifying those values is key.
100%. Yeah, you gotta have strong values. You gotta have a strong core self, not preservation, but like, you know, strong sense of self. Like this is who I am. Like you don't have to be, you know, the biggest man in the dance. You don't have to be the most amazing person. Like I got love for everyone on every place. Like I say thank you to the bus driver, you know, like on some Fortnite stuff. But you know, I try and get across to people that literally everyone's people. Like I've met billionaires, I've met millionaires, I've met like people that other people are like, whoa, like you know him, but you know that person? And it's like, yeah, dude, like he's cool. He's just another person. And then I've met people that are like everyone just looks past, you know? I think another thing that really touches on me is because I've lost everything at times. Like I know what it's like to lose, and I know how much it hurts. And like the big thing this is another thing that I'd love to do is one day like be able to like properly give back to like homeless, because the homeless epidemic now is crazy. Like that's one of the biggest thing. Like people that are actually generally homeless, not like I'm homeless because I love drugs, and there's a lot of that unfortunately, but like genuine, like, you know, people that need a little something. I'd love to give back to that, because people look past people. You know, you walk past like the janitor and people don't pay him no minds, but that's like the nicest guy in the room.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, that guy will actually like go have a coffee with you. That guy will, you know, help you when you're down. You know, so it doesn't matter where you are on the social scale, like where you are. We're all people. We're all human. We're all going through something. We're all in it. You know.
Yeah, we're all experiencing life, and I think a lot more kindness and light to one another is important, whether you've got billions or whether you've got pennies. You know, every end of the spectrum, I think we're all equal.
Yeah, no, 100% we are. Like, I bleed, you bleed. You know what I mean? Like I've been stabbed before and I've been shot at and stuff, and it's like I've witnessed death. Like I've witnessed the end and I've witnessed rebirth. I've got like beautiful siblings. You know, my mother did home births and stuff. It's great. I mean, I didn't see none of my siblings being born, but you know, like I've witnessed life, and I've like some of my friends now have kids and families, and you know, life's beautiful. You know, and death's part of life, but we're all on the same playing field. You know, it's fair game. You know, we're all on this floating rock in space, or whatever you want to believe it is. You know, big cheese disc, whatever you want to call it. You know, whatever we're doing, we're all on this earth together. And if we don't make it work together, it's not going to work. You know, if we're looking at each other going, oh, you're Instagram followers, or you're this, you're that. You know, unless they're actually a dickhead, like for real. Like unless they're actually like, okay, you're like not a good member of society, like you shouldn't be here, you know what I mean? like you actually shouldn't be here. You're a problem, you know what I mean? Then, you know, other than that, like if we don't communication is another massive thing. That's where a lot of things go wrong. If we don't communicate, and if we don't have a sense of we're all in this together community, then nothing's gonna work. It's the biggest thing with the Brisbane scene as well. Like it used to be, and there's still lots of these like micro groups. A lot of these little groups in like little conglomerates inside. And it's a shame because some of them really put themselves out there to be like, we're for the community, this is the community. And then like, you won't talk to anyone else, but you'll talk to your 5 friends and you won't include anyone else. And when other people want to be included, you're like, oh, you're not us. Yeah. Like trying to be you, bro. You said you're for the community. And it's annoying because, everyone's putting each other on pedestals. And now with the past 2 years, I'm not tooting my own horn because I'm just one of the people, but definitely now there's a new culture growing and it's beautiful to see, as you mentioned in the beginning as well. Like we're really all coming together and really just being people. Like it doesn't matter where you are in the scale of the music. It doesn't matter what you've done, who you are. Like there's people with like 200 plays and they're like best friends with so and like that person's got millions of plays, and that person, is still just hunkering around, with 200 views here, 200 views there, but he's mad talented. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you've got other people that have got thousands and thousands of players, but like 2 people come to their show. I've done shows for a bit now. Like I've been in the background of shows for so I've been doing this for like 5 years. So I worked at the Met. I worked at the Met for 3 years. I worked at Kick-Ons before they shut down. I've done shows all over Brisbane. I've done Rick's. I've done Caesars. I've worked with Sky and Lotus. I've worked with Sukasa, Kenjin even. And like a lot of the little like Afro stuff. I love the Afro stuff. I mean, I'm from Africa. I love everything. I've done punk stuff. I've worked with like Boulevard the Brightside. Like I'm looking at some stuff with like Wonderland now. We got our own venue, Superfly Studios, and that's where we're really hunkering on like the live performances in Brisbane. Like Brisbane doesn't really have a place for what we're trying to do. Like you got like
clubs and stuff. Hey?
Yeah, like you've got a few things, and I love them. Like I'm good with all the owners in the valley. Like I've got mad love and respect for all of them. They all treat me really well. Like when I step in the building, it's like I might as well, be a part of it, and I've got mad love for that. Like I'm taken back when like when one of the owners walk up to me with a drink and it's like, hey, what would you like? And it's like, what? Like, wait, thanks, man. Yeah. Like little things like make my heart little, get a little heart palpitation.
Gratitude, yeah.
Yeah, no, for real. Like I'm so blessed. And some people think, I don't know, but yeah, like some people are like, damn, like you're cool, you're the cool guy, and it's like, dude, I'm just me, bro.
How do you make this networking happen? Because I know a lot of people, they want to be around circles of people, they want to get into doors, but they don't even know how to make the first step to network with venues or managers or these type of people. Yeah. Like how's this work for you, being able to network, and what's some of the steps that's helped you along the way?
Well, I think the biggest thing is like going back on just treating everyone like thing. I don't put nobody on a pedestal. Like I'll be in the same room as the president and talk to you the way I'll talk to him. You know what I mean? Like I'll talk to God the same way. Obviously a bit more reverence because I'll be shit scared. God's in the room. But I've always just been me. Like I've always been straightforward. I think the biggest thing is to take a leap, take a shot. Like you'll never go anywhere if you don't ask questions.
Yeah,
like
facts.
The biggest thing is to ask questions or just shoot your shot. You got 6 shots in your revolver, shoot them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Obviously aim them. Don't just go
have a target.
Yeah. But like you're like, okay, I'm getting that one, I'm getting that one, I'm getting that one, and go. I think that's the biggest thing. I like going back onto speaking things into existence, basically. I spoke a lot of things into existence to myself. I was like, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna become that person's friend. Well, I'm gonna be acquainted that person. I'm gonna achieve that. So I just found, like, for me, I didn't know who the key players were that long ago. I didn't know who was who in the zoo. I didn't care. I really didn't care. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep rolling the ball. Like I never envisioned myself to be where I am now, and it's only been such a short period of time. I just started doing what I was good at. I think that's one thing. Know what you're good at, and know what you need. Know your needs and your wants. For me, like I said, I'm just blessed. Like if people ever, like when people reach out to me, I'm very, like, that's what I do. Like I do networking, I do promotions, I do everything. Like just reach out, like honest to God, if people watch this and they're like, how do I dude, like literally message me. Like just message me and I can help you. I can sort pretty much everything. But if you want to get into what I'm doing, dude, like I'm telling you now, it's hard. Like it, dude, like the amount of like money and everything to get to this position, like it's a lifetime sacrifice.
The amount of reps it takes.
Reps, yeah, bro. Like it's in like if I knew, like I would in no way be like, no, fuck this. Like I could have bought like a house by now, you know what I mean? Like I could have bought like 4 cars, like nice cars too. Yeah. You know, like, but no, I've put it all into this journey, and it's not for me. It's not for me. Like that's the biggest thing is I don't want to be famous. I don't want like all that kind of shit because it's gross. Like I really, really don't, you know. But
investing into the mission.
It's just like I want people to be able to do what they want to do. That's my biggest thing. I hate being told what to do. Like I'm very good with police. Like they know me, but you know, I'm respectful and stuff, but I don't like being told you can't do this. Like there's got to be a reason why I can't do this. Like obviously don't touch that because the stove's hot. I'm not going to touch the stove. Like my little brother, like you tell him don't touch the stove. He's going to touch the stove because he needs to find out himself, and that's fine. But there's certain things that's like, you can't do that. Why? Oh, okay, what's the reason? You know, I'm very big on, okay, well then why can't I? You know, certain things obviously like, okay, fair enough, I'm not going to do that. It's a dumb idea. Or like, you know, yeah, fair enough, maybe later. But no, just get out and get it. So if you want to throw your own show, look at what you need. Like, okay, I need lights, I need a film, I need staff, I need alcohol, I need this. Write down a list of things you need to do and just start researching. It's the same with any like a school project. Like you're not gonna get it done unless you start getting to work. Yeah. You know, just go out and find it. It's out there. You just have to know where to look, and to know where to look is just literally, bro. This bad boy right here. This bad boy right here.
Miracle.
This is my office, bro. That's my office. I got my computer at home too, but yeah, no, the power is in your fingertips. Like you can literally go anything, and your environment is another big thing. Like it's going back to what you surround yourself with, who you surround yourself with. If you go to a punk rock show, you might find someone that's not a punk rock dude. You might, because some people, you know, I'm not a punk rock dude, but I go to some punk rock shows, whatever. But you surround yourself on what you're trying to get. Yeah. So, you know, you don't go to a strip club to find your wife. I mean, I do, but but that's me. No, I got a bad type, bro. I'm bad with it. I'm so bad. My track record's crazy, bro. Like if she's not on the cycle, it's like there's no point.
It's all life experience, bro.
Dude, I'm stupid, bro. But yeah, if you want to like meet an owner, go and approach. Like I've literally like I've given props to some of the owners. Like one guy, Tripper MC. Like I got love for all the owners. Like Paul, Patrick, Leo. You know, the 3 owners of Superfly, Will, Shane, Cliffo, all the boys. You know, crazy love Trent. Like all of them. They're all really cool. Like Social State. All the people that are in the scene. Obviously, like they've got their own dynamics and everything, but I'm not involving myself in none of the politics. Like I'm not a political man. I don't give a shit. Like I'm me, and I'm there. Like I've worked for all of them. I've helped out all of them. Sometimes they don't even realize what I've been doing because I'm a background guy. But I've been there. Like I've been making you money. I've been doing things. You know. And then for other people as well. Like you know, like I've worked with like the Elevated. I've worked with, just create. Like I don't like to talk about because I feel like I'm bragging, but like I've worked with some really really cool people. Yeah. And yeah, like if you wanna approach someone like saying about Tripper, I literally just walked up to the bar. I was like, "Can I talk to the boss?" Pretty much, and then I had a chat with him because I saw him on another podcast, and you know I was like, "Dude, I just really wanted to say your message was incredible. You know, I really appreciate what you're doing. I really appreciate what you said." And he was taken back a little bit, and he was like a bit like, you know, what do you want? Like, what do you want? But he was like, "Oh, thanks, bro. You know, we had a good little chat, and then you know I see him every now and again. That's cool." You know, I see some of the other owners and stuff around the valley all the time. Like like some of them treat me like I said, they all treat me really good, and it's really nice. Like because you know they see what I'm doing, and it's like they know that I'm doing something. If I wasn't doing anything, then they probably wouldn't care. They'd still treat me well because I'm a patron.
Yeah,
you know. But you know, it's nice. So yeah, if you wanna go out and get something, literally like go out and position yourself to do so. Like. You know, same if you want the job. You know, it still works like the old days. If you walk up and you go...
You know? Nothing beats that face-to-face meeting with people and actually making that encounter as well. I feel like people then can feel your energy in person and what you're about. Like, yeah, you can reach out to people over Instagram and stuff like that. It works well. But, like, if you can follow that up into an actual meeting with someone, like, that's where the magic can come from that too.
Yeah. No, because, like, who you are, like, what you present yourself online... And photos is one thing. Like, it's the same with, like, anything. Like, even, like, beauty standards and, like, all that kind of crap. Like, people are... Like, this is another weird thing. You have, like, a million copies of yourself out there, right? Like, everyone has got a version of you that's out there. Someone's going to see you and go, that's who he is, that's what he does. And you'll be like, I didn't even know that. You know, like everyone's got these like interpretations and ideas and
so true.
You know, things about who you are, what you do. So I don't know, just stay true to you, do your thing, shake ass,
live your life.
Yeah, buy a house, buy a car. I don't know. Actually, no, buy a house first, use the equity, and then buy a car.
Facts. Business skills too.
Yeah, bro. When you come from nothing, you know how to make something.
Yeah. With music too specifically, like what was some of your first memories of music?
Oh, dude. So my dad used to listen to really weird music back in the day, like real old 80s shit, 90s shit, 70s shit, all that stuff. Even like historical stuff. Like I'm a big history nerd. I like history. Like I love history, dude, so much. And like sounds so weird, but like old German songs, like because I'm Afrikaans, right? So you can understand German, you can understand Dutch, tiny bit of French maybe sometimes, and obviously like English, and yeah, like my dad used to listen to like Rammstein and stuff, and like Michael Jackson, and like a whole lot of like stuff, and that's kind of where like I began, and then like growing up, listen to like all those like bands and shit like Green Day and all that kind of stuff. And then I don't know, I used to just like play, like when I was a little baby dude, like I was playing like pots and pans, playing the drums. I started a band like when I was like I was like 10, 11, and
what was the band name?
Dude, didn't even have a name. It was just me and my one mate, and like I had a guitar and he had a guitar and I was on the keys. And yeah, we just started like making music in the garage like 3 times. Like it was like on our little play dates, you know what I mean? A little hangout. And then yeah, I don't know. Like I'm very big on like I love all types of music. Like I'm very broad with my taste. Like today, like dude, hold on. I'll just like go through like my SoundCloud. I don't even use Spotify. I should.
Yeah.
But like, you know, I was a massive Little Peep fan. Like
I love Little Peep.
Yeah, bro. Like when music speaks, music speaks my thoughts. Yeah. So like
music's therapy. That's why I find it for myself. Like music is my therapy.
It really is, bro. I listen to now like recently in the past like couple years, I listened to like a lot of UK drill. I used to listen to Oz rap, but I wasn't a massive fan. Like you know, I used to listen to Cursor and stuff, and you know like Husky, Forte, you know Wombat, Lil Snow, all like heaps like.
I grew up loving Double L.
Double L,
yeah,
I feel that. I feel that. You know, but I also like the classics like Onyx and Wu-Tang Clan and
Big L.
Yeah, and Biggie, Tupac, of course. Everyone's like, oh, Tupac Shakur, man. Yeah. But yeah, no, I did heaps of that stuff. Now I listen to like a lot of Lucky, French the Kid, even like a lot of the UK stuff I listen to. But I listen to so much music, like it's crazy. Like literally, like I have the most random tastes, bro. Like a lot of like
It's a good mixture of playlists.
like create like punk stuff and like emo stuff and like trap stuff and like everything now. It's so diverse. But where it originally started was just I love a good beat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When that beat hits, when it's a good beat.
Yeah, when the beat comes in, like honest to God, like the lyrics could be so trash, but the beat could be like fire.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking up the instrumental version, but it still doesn't hit as good as if they had the shit lyrics. But yeah, like some songs, like even if the lyrics aren't that deep, some of them like just really resonate with me. And yeah, like take the words out of my mouth. So when I'm like that's another thing. That's how music saved my life. When I was really like in my states and when I get into states, I put on songs I resonate with and I deal with that emotion.
Yeah.
Like I deal with it.
Feels.
So I make myself sad when I need to. Like sometimes I know that I lock things away and I don't deal with it. So I'll put on certain songs that make me go, I need to feel this.
Yeah, and attach that emotion and feel it.
Yeah. And then like sometimes like old songs come back and it's like, oh, I'm not in that vibe anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I've dealt with that.
I feel that like in moments when I feel down or I have moments where I know I need to attach to that, that's when I put on like the people. That's when I put on like XXX Tentacion or
just get it done.
just be able to connect and actually feel
Suicide
that emotion.
Boys.
Yeah, exactly. Because I feel like, you know, if we suppress those emotions and never deal with them, they're gonna come out.
Oh,
some
bro,
point in our life.
It's like in your sweat. You know when you're like a cigarette smoker and it comes down your sweat? Like that's how it is.
I've never thought about it like that. That's a cool way to put it.
It's the truth though. And it bleeds into everything.
Yeah.
Like if you are locking yourself up and, you know, keeping all these like, you know, letting it fester like a wound, you know, then it's going to bleed into everything else. You're going to start treating people like shit. You're not going to look after yourself. You know, you're just going to be moody, upset all the time. And it's like, why do I feel like this?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Get it out.
Yeah.
Go for a run.
Literally.
Go play some ball, bro.
Move that energy.
Yeah, you have to. Because, dude, that's the thing. Energy flows. Energy flows. It's like water. You know what I mean?
Facts.
When you put energy into things, when you store energy, when you work with energy, it transmutes. You know? When you put energy into things, things happen. Life happens, you know? Like when a fire happens, you know, everything burns, but then life happens.
Energy can't be destroyed. It can only be converted.
That's it, bro. That's it. That's 100% it.
What's your do you have like a top 5 personally in musicians?
Oh, fuck. Don't do this to me.
Put you on the spot.
Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, man. Okay, but like it depends on my vibe. At the moment, like at this, like I'm gonna look back on this interview and go, oh, your choices are kind of lame, bro.
Yeah.
But okay, so at the moment, bro, I'm really vibing Lucky. Like his lyrics are crazy. Like he's like opiate music. Like you do a bunch of opiates and then you like vibe out or get really high and vibe out. Like Lucky's one of them. Let me just pull up my phone again. Jeez. I got to avoid all my messages. That's another thing. I love people messaging me, but I never get a break. So like I literally have like offers coming out of my ass and stuff. So, like literally whenever I pick up my phone, it's like God's plan, you know?
God's plan.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, Lucky's up there. I was listening to Youngest Daughter by Super Heaven today because Benny X. Oh, Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeet, like, I mean, like everyone calls me Yeet, but no, I was doing this like, yeah, whatever. So Lucky, Yeet. I'm just looking at who are the most I've listened to. I really like Millions, Kill Station, M24. Like this, like Band OK. Band OK's new album's fire, bro.
I haven't heard. I'm going to check that out.
Shoreline Mafia, I really messed with back in the day. Unknown T was really cool. I love a bit of Lil Uzi. I like Killy's new song. I've always liked Killy, but his new song's hard. I like Don Toliver.
Yeah, I love Don Toliver.
Don Toliver's like...
Yeah. Have you heard of Rod Wave before?
Rod Wave, yeah.
I love Rod Wave.
Yeah.
The man.
I like BLP Kosher.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that the Jew dude. Like, I like his shit. Like, he's cool. That's his cool. I like Digga D. I like Gunner's new album. Gunner's new album's crazy. Keep scrolling. Clavish. I love me some Clavish. I like instrumental beats. Like, I like producers that just produce shit. Like Mimo. He's like an 18-year-old from like the other side of the world, and he just creates like these like aesthetic beats. It's like, man. You know, like I feel like you could be like exploring a dungeon while listening to him. Damn. Also, a lot of the songs I listen to don't have like Burner Boy. That's another one. Jay Haas. a V9. I like I said, I really like Playboy Cardi, Quangface, Chris Travis. I really like the old SoundCloud rap vibe. Like I really like some of the old stuff like Bexy and
2016
yeah,
SoundCloud,
yeah, bro. Like Horsehead and everything. All those kind of guys. Like shit's crazy.
So I remember that's where I found Russ back in the day with SoundCloud when he was first got into the music, because he was doing like a song a week for like a whole year straight. And it was madness.
It was like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Brisbane and like Australian rappers too, like Shout Loza, Nifty. One of my artists, I like. I wouldn't say like I'm necessarily like an artist manager. Like I am viewed as that because of what I do. But the Great Khan or Genghis Khan, Genghis, yeah, bro, crazy talented guy. Like not that many plays, but like really, really about it.
Yeah.
And then I like the whole 42 crew. Those are my boys. They're cool. I like Craig Easto. I like Hood Baby Prince. Dude, like Southside Fredo, Hoodlands, like there's so many, like basically everyone on my Instagram, everyone on my Instagram that I follow, like I listen to that shit. Yeah, there's some crazy stuff like that's coming out, bro. I like a lot of Night Lavelle, a bit of Future too, but yeah, I really like. This is another thing. I'm sorry.
I'm just like thinking like how good is music, but like when you like just thinking about music in general and how diverse it is and how unique each individual sound is.
Yeah.
Like especially like when you first find an artist and you hear it and you're like, everyone needs to fucking hear this.
Yeah, bro, especially when it's fire.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm very blessed. Like a lot of artists in the community, like around Australia, even overseas, like certain people, like they're like, oh, can you just check? They know I'm honest. Like, okay, this sounds like shit.
Yeah.
So like my entire phone is just filled with songs. Like I don't know if anyone can see that, but like my phone be full of songs, bro. Like all unreleased. And it's hard, bro. Like Jordan Thrax, he's been sending me heaps of tracks lately. Oh, Uchi's Mood, big up Uchi's Mood, bro. He's got some crazy shit. Isaiah sends me some stuff too. Ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But yeah, no, I love when artists like Snoke and that just like, oh, bro, can you listen to this for me? And then they send to me and I'm like, bro, release this now. And they're like, oh, maybe. Like Nifty, bro, like sends me shit. And he's like, listen to this, bro, you'll like this. And I'm like, yeah.
It's too good for the vault.
And he's like, I might not release it. You're like the only person I've sent it to. And I'm like, it's my song.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'd be on. Like deadass. When I get bored of like songs that like I listen to, this is my thing. When I'm in a vibe, I listen to like 3 songs, and they're just on like repeat, or I leave a song on repeat until I get sick of it, which is like, there's definitely something wrong with me if I'm doing that. But
don't worry, I do that too.
Like the same song is on. Especially in the gym, you know, like this is my vibe song.
Repeat before it ends. Just before it ends, back.
Just back, go back. Yeah, no, I listen to songs just on my phone. And it's annoying because like, especially if I'm like doing something and then like the song ends and I want to listen to it again, I can't like replay it because it's a file.
Yeah.
So I gotta go manually like play it again. But yeah, no, music is everything, bro. Like, for real. Other than like food, water, obviously paying rent. But for like music, bro, like yeah.
Well, as humans, we've had music and sound for like probably even thousands of years.
Dude,
like
we
going back into like primal
rocks.
stuff. Yeah.
People just banging rocks and shit, like just doing things. You know, it's entertainment is everything. People will always find ways to entertain themselves. So where there's people, there's creativity. Where there's creativity, there's people. It goes hand in hand. I mean, we're like, there's something in us that makes us want to create. There's something in us that makes us want to worship. There's something in us that makes us want to do what we do. Like it's built into us. There's like little something like, oh dude, like dead ass. Like when I love when people like you can see the joy in their eyes when they're doing something that they enjoy doing.
They love.
Yeah. Like, you know, like certain people, like, you know, you go to the house and you see that she's like painting and like she's got like a little paint area. Damn, it's like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, and like, because of my mom, she's an artist. Like my dad has always been like my dad's always shut me down. Like my dad has always shut me down. He's like, what are you doing with your life? Like no, this isn't a job. This isn't this. Like he's always like, he doesn't understand a single thing about what I'm doing, the industry, nothing. Like he's very like straight edge, bread and butter, extremely diligent, like honest to God, like if you want like a soldier, he's your man. Like I mean, he's been in the military and stuff. In South Africa, like it's whatever. But yeah, mum's always been like really supportive of my creative dreams. Like my mum is honestly my best friend. Like
that's epic.
Yeah. She's like everything. And yeah, she's always just been like, paint, create. She's always been like allowing me to like pursue that
in that expressive state.
Yeah, so I think that's like my mummy issue. Like I've developed is like I like creativity, but yeah, no. When I see that, and it's just like,
yeah, when you see someone's like eyes spark up when they're doing something they love, like it's kind of hard to compare that to anything.
Yeah,
like even like with my missus, like when she was creating the candle business and seeing how much like time and effort.
So cool though.
Yeah,
like you're on the sun, like go babe.
Yeah,
like,
and then coming home, the house is always smelling like candles. Like, oh yes, this is epic.
This isn't bad. This is the life. No, for real. Like I think that's another thing. Like I'll be honest, I don't have anyone in my life right now. I would love to. I don't know if it would really work because I'm so busy, and like in a sense, like I need someone that is gonna like help work with me. I want a companion. I want someone that we can like hustle together. I don't care what she's doing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I really don't care. Like as long as she's loyal and honest, like that's all that matters. She can do whatever the hell she's doing as long as she's being truthful to me. Not on some Adam 22 shit though. Yeah. like that's a bit of an L take, bro. But like I mean all love to Adam 22, I guess. But yeah, like I think that's something on the 5-year plan is like find someone that like can match the energy and is like we're gonna succeed together.
Support is key. Yeah, build an empire together.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, a good girl, bro, is worth 1,000 bitches. That's from some song.
Have you read the book The Way of the Superior Man?
No, but I should. But
I highly recommend that. That book changed my life with relationships and mission and purpose in life. Like, yeah, I read that book and then my relationship somewhat manifested like 2 months after it. Yeah, I'm not saying to the people listening, you're going to straight away,
read this book and you will fall in love.
Don't rub the lamp and, a genie will come out. But like read the book and like, it's just, the amount of realizations and knowledge it has, like it's powerful. There's a free version of it on YouTube. It's like 5 hours long. If you prefer audio.
You hear that, guys? You want a girl? Cop it.
Yeah.
It's free. Oh no, wait, it was like what, $5? Guys, it's $5.
I take commission.
Yeah, wait, we're gonna get you sponsored. That's another thing. I'm like I said, I've got support and sponsorships from a lot of big brands. Like I did a Chivas Regal.
I saw that.
Yeah. That was with the show that you came to.
Yeah.
Shout at him for coming to my shows. Yeah, no, that was mad that we met that night.
That was a really good show.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
High energy.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, bro. Like everyone's there. Like that's what I mean, sense of community. You've seen that. You've seen the energy that this city has. I need to mute this.
And everyone's friendly. Everyone's having a good time. Like there's no like people trying to portray a certain image. Like everyone's there to support and have fun and have a good time. And it's fucking so good to see. Being able to go to a spot and not have to worry about idiots. You know what I mean? Being able to go somewhere, enjoy the music, talk to strangers that you think you wouldn't be able to talk to. Just connect with other people and just have a good time.
Yeah, fuck with us, I fuck with us.
Exactly.
We're here for the same purpose. We're here for the same reason. Like I said, you put yourself, for the people that want to try and like get into the music industry again, go support. If you wanna be involved, be involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's out there. It is, and there's lots of it. Like you can go to hundreds of rap shows and stuff. I'm not the only person in Brisbane. Shout out Taxum, he's also doing it. Yeah. Shout out Late Night Collective, they're also doing it. And then like you got all the other independents that randomly are like, I'm doing an album release party. I went to shout out Tear Shut Up and River. I went to their show most recently. I enjoyed myself. It was really cool. And King Ivy, he's a crazy artist as well. His vibes are immaculate.
Yeah.
Went to his album release party. That was crazy good. And Montana, I went to hers. That was really cool recently. And I've been to heaps of others like all the time because that's what I do. Like people always say like, oh, you're everywhere, and it's like, well, yeah, like I don't want to be at home.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, no, bro, I'm here for us. That's the thing. If you want to be a part of something, be a part of something. Go and support people. You don't have to go and blow money on people and give them money, but just the fact that you're there, like just the fact that you bought a ticket to go to a show, like it's not even that much, bro. It's like $20.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you don't have to go to every single show. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to go to every single show, but if you want to go. You know what I mean? If you wanna start building connections in the community, if you want to start developing your career as an artist, if you want to start doing stuff, go out there, get yourself out there, be seen. You know what I mean?
100%. And I think some people may think like, 'cause especially because, you know, the night scene, you think, you know, oh, you might have to, you know, get on it or get drunk or whatever it is, but you don't have to go and do all those things. Like if you have stuff on the next day and you're like, oh, but I've got this thing on tomorrow morning. So yeah, cool. You can still go that night. Maybe you have one beer if you do want to have one, but like you still go out there and network with all these people. And you still get home by like 11 or 12.
Bro,
Easy.
I make sure I catch the last train most nights. Like it's at 1 o'clock in the morning. I make sure I'm on that train, like at the latest.
That was me in my last 2 shows I came to.
Yeah,
you did.
Because fuck that. Like I don't want to be home any later, bro.
Yeah.
Like no, honest to God, like I know. I've got about like 20 staff members that work for me. I like to employ people. I like to give people opportunities, not just in shows, but also like Union Coin. Like I help you, you know. Like I want people to be able to eat. You know, I want people to be able to live. You know, I know how hard it gets. So for like some of the people that work for me and shit, like I know that for sometimes I need a little bit of liquid confidence. I don't let people drink on the job. But, you know, I understand some people's, like, social anxieties and stuff and things like that. Some people use it as an excuse, and I call them out on it.
Yeah.
But, like, myself, in the beginning, too, like, I had a lot of I've got, like, substance abuse issues. Like, I'm an opiate addict, to be honest. Like, I'm never going to do any more or any of that shit. Like, you know, and, like, I've been an alcoholic, a massive pothead. You know?
Yeah.
I used to smoke ciggies. I quit ciggies. I don't smoke ciggies for, like...
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, they're so bad for you. I can't vape either. Vapes are gross. I taste the flavor sometimes, but I don't vape.
Well, you would have built a lot of resilience, discipline, and willpower for that journey. 100%.
I know. Apparently, right?
Doesn't feel like it, but
allegedly,
it adds up.
Allegedly, bro. Allegedly. Yeah. No. I used to like. I'm South African, right? As we know now. And I can drink a lot. Like I can get like pretty sloshed compared to most people. Like. And still be 100% okay, like not even realize it and not even be like, oh yeah, I'm feeling alcohol now, you know, and then get home and be like, I need water, you know. But like, yeah, like you shouldn't have to get yourself to a point where you're fuck-eyed to like be able to associate with people. Then there's some internal problems that you need to work on. The biggest thing as well with me, like while working in the entertainment industry, like I've seen all sides of the spectrum. Like I've seen, you know, the sides that people don't understand are there. Like they're always there. There's a lot of scary shit. A lot of people are scared of like the nightlife, especially with all the knife crime and stuff. Like I said, I've dabbled in my own issues and things and stuff that's like stupid. But you know, fear no human. Don't be afraid. You know, not everyone's getting the same American. Well, people are walking around with guns. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I've seen plenty of shit in my day. Plenty. Like I still do. But, you know, don't be afraid. Don't be like, I'm gonna die. Like I can't go out, I'm gonna die. You
Can't
know?
walk around with that fear on your shoulder.
Don't be walking around with fear, and don't be walking around like, you know, I need to get fucked up. You know, like the biggest thing in the whole entertainment industry that I found is the sad people. The sad people are outside. Like some of the best people that I've met out on a night out, like I've grown close to, and it's like they're hurting. Like they're really hurting, and it's like, you know, you don't need to get fucked up every weekend. You know what I mean, it's not going to help you. And, you know, I've helped a lot of people in that way. Like I said, I'm Mr. Captain Save-A-Ho, but like I understand what it's like to be like, I need to numb this pain. I need to, you know, go out, get fucked up. I need to do that. You know, it's not necessary. Have like one night, fair enough. But when it's like every Saturday, people that go every Saturday give me the ick, bro.
And it's repetitive.
Yeah.
That's what Isaiah said when he came on this podcast. He said, he goes, when I go out and do shows, it's business. Strictly business, not make respect.
No, that's literally me, bro. Like, everyone's like, oh, you're always you're always in the valley. You're always like partying. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Dude, like I said, I'm in the back of the club with my AirPods in. Like, I don't party. Like, when I do with my people, oh boy, like we're turning up, bro. But in a general sense, like, bro, if I could be at home, I would be. Like, I want to get to a point where I'm fully self-funded and I literally don't even have to be anywhere. Like, I'm already at a point in my life where I'm touching things without even touching things, and that's scary. Like, I'm so, like, crazed at how much everything's grown. Like, I don't even have to be there, and I know what's happening. You know, I've got eyes and ears everywhere. Like, it's crazy. But I want to get to a point where it's like I don't even have to, like, well, I'm still gonna roll out of bed. Like, fuck that. I'm not gonna lay in bed all day. But I want to get to a point where, you know, roll over, kiss my wife on the head or whatever, go to the computer, make myself coffee, send a few emails, do a few calls, you know, go for a little workout, a little breakfast.
Fuck yeah.
You know, like a big entrepreneur, man. Like you see on them,
like cafe and stuff.
Yeah, bro. Them shits. I would love that shit one day. But until then, I'll be in the club. Like, I'm there. I'm on ground. I'm on the ground level.
Ground floor.
Yeah, I'm picking up cups. I'm cleaning up your vomit. I'm working the door. I'm, you know, making shit work. I'm helping out with security. I'm throwing people out. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm looking after the people that come through. You know, I'm in the mix. I'm in the sticks. So one day it'd be cool to do fuck all and not be at the clubs.
100%.
That, like, honest to God, like, it's not even that good. But yeah, until then, bro, like, yeah, it's work. I'm working away, slaving away for the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's how things grow, you know. Like, if you keep doing the same things, it's kind of hard to watch things grow. But I think you stepping back, in a sense, is you being able to delegate more, which gets more done.
Yeah,
because there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if like, it's going back on that, like, 10% thing. When you give people responsibilities or you put people in power, one, you got to be so careful with who you do business with. Like, I've had other businesses before. Like, I've done clothing, and other little random ventures, and I've been working in the background of a lot of, like, clubs and businesses and events and stuff for a while. Like, before I was like, I'm just going to do it myself. I was in the background helping people making their moves, you know. I wasn't getting paid enough for what I did, to be honest with you. But I'm very grateful that I had those opportunities. And, you know, I'm not going to go after those people and be like, well, you know, fuck you, bro. Like, I didn't get paid for that. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I've literally, like, had, you know, instances where it's like whatever. But that's another thing. There's not this whole entertainment industry. Like, I don't know what people think, but dude, like, I'm like dead broke. Like, like, well, no, I'm not dead broke. That's a lie. I can pay on. I can put money on my Go card. Like, we're chilling. You know, I can get to and from. But there's not a lot of money in this, bro. Like, people think you throw a show and you walk away with like 10 grand, bro. Like, if I'm lucky, I'm walking away with like a couple bucks. You know,
yeah.
I'm not walking away with like 50 honey buns or nothing, bro. Like, it's nothing to write home about. This is all about passion for me. Like. It's a passion thing, and a lot of the artists will understand. Like, Isaiah will know, and a lot of artists that are actually trying to, like, do something are like, fuck, like, this is a sacrifice. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sacrificing everything, you know, and it sucks, but it's the truth. You know, I would love for everything to be like, you know, like, I woke up this morning and made like 10 G's. You know, like, I've had some pretty crazy like moments where I've made a lot of money from stuff, and it's been like overnight success type vibes, and it's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna take my mom out for like lunch or something, you know what I mean? But nah, it's not like one of those things where it's like money maker Mike, bro. Like,
yeah, but it's those sacrifices that are essential, you know. Like, so most of the time when we are building towards our mission and purpose in life, we have to sacrifice some things, whether it's time, whether it's money, whether it's energy. Something has to give. Yeah. But eventually, you know, it will return to us. As long as we keep putting the repetition in, as long as we keep putting the time in, keep giving value to it, soon enough it'll give us value back. It's just a time game, as long as you are doing the right steps.
What you put in is what you get out.
Facts.
Yeah, and sacrifices. Like, I've missed out. Like, I've missed out on birthdays. Like, recently, shout out Luda. I hope you had an absolutely amazing birthday, brother. But yeah, I had to miss out on his birthday recently, which was last weekend, because you know, I had work, and it's like, fuck, like I have to be there, you know, I have to be at work, and I have to be with him. And he, like, I apologized, and he understood, and he was a good mate about it. And I know he had a great night with or without me regardless. But yeah, there's those times like that where it's like, fuck, you know,
Yeah.
like I would much rather be able not to be there. And I've got people now that like I can put into positions of power and be like, you look after, like, delegate. When you can be like a real boss, I guess, and just delegate. Like, this is your field, this is what you're good at, you're gonna do this.
Yeah.
And I've had people in positions before. Like I've had, like I said, I've got 20 people that are casually employed. I got some amazing people on that I use regularly at the moment. I've got a very small crew that are currently running Superfly, and then I've got people that I send elsewhere all the time. Like I'm always sending people around. Like that's another thing. If you're looking for jobs, send me your resume and I'll send it out. And it's cool to be able to like delegate that because it makes my life easier.
Yeah.
You know? Like I'm not having to do like 50 jobs at once. I can
Then
be
you're
like,
putting more people on too.
yeah, exactly. It keeps growing. I mean, who knows? You know, might have a whole fucking Woolworths team at the end of it.
The fresh food people.
Yeah, run a Woolworths. Shout out Woolworths to Rainbow. Yeah, nah, like the opportunities are endless. It's just what you put your mind to, and then yeah, like how you progress, like who you put in power, who you work with, how you go ahead with things, you know, and holding yourself to a standard.
Standard, yeah.
Yeah, you got to hold yourself high. Like that's a big thing. Like if you're gonna do something, do it right.
Yeah.
Do it right the first time. You know, like if you're gonna invest and do something, just do it right the first time. Don't.
And that's why it's important to have principles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the principles. Yeah.
Especially about having standards as well. Like if you ask me, like my three principles I live by is honor, courage, and pride. You know, if I live by those three things every day, it's kind of impossible for me to fall off track.
100,
Like
bro.
if I reflect back on today and like maybe I didn't have a happy day, but if I reflect back on today and I did everything that needed to be done, I feel proud.
Yeah, because you did it.
Yeah.
You've done it, and that's crucial. I think that's also one thing that I learned from my father is my pa is having integrity.
Yeah.
And you're a man of your word. Very big. I'm extremely big on you're a man of your word.
Yeah.
I've had heaps of people let me down and heaps of people fail me and shit, and I get it, but I'm never going to use you again because like you failed me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm very big on like a 3-strike system with everyone. Like I said, I'm very quick to cut people off. It's just necessary. It's just business. And if you can't keep your own word, like, can you even like trust yourself? You know what I mean? If you can't like, if you tell yourself like right now, like I'll be honest, I failed dry July, like I did, but it's whatever. If you can't hold yourself to something, if you can't be a man of your word, like it's like waste. You know, it's like valueless. It's baseless. Can't take you anywhere. You know,
Word is bond.
Yeah.
Literally, and like being able to stick to your word. It's like we were talking about earlier, where it's like self-hypnosis, being able to project that into the world. But also when you are giving someone your word, like like it's through us through generations, for thousands of years, because everything we did was through word, you know, and then word of mouth, you know. And now when someone does break that word, you can lose trust for them. But I think it's good that you do have strict boundaries around yourself with having like a free rule strike. I don't think that's a negative thing at all, because I think if you have systems like that in place in your life, you're not going to get caught up where you don't want to be.
That's a big thing. Like, if you don't hold yourself to your own standard or your own limits, you know, then you're just failing yourself. You have to be just have to be on. You don't always have to be the best at everything. You don't always have to be the best in every situation. Like, you got to know where you fit. Everyone has a place. Everyone has a purpose. Like, I'm not always going to be the guy that's running the show. Like, I'm usually the person that's in the go-to guy or the in-between guy, you know. But the way you carry yourself is very important. The way that you present yourself is very important. And who you believe yourself to be is very important. Back to the previous discussion. So, yeah, like, if you're going out there with the ambition and drive, you can achieve anything, but you have to pull yourself to that. You know, if you go out there and go like, I'm going to be the best thing ever, like you're just going to smack yourself in the head. You got to be understanding, like, there's a big world out there. There's always going to be a bigger dog. There's always going to be something else. But just be the best you can be. Like the same thing we're talking about, like managing what you've got. Just take what you've got and focus on that. Focus on what you're good at. Focus on your skills. Focus on, you know, the entities and anomalies in your life that you can be like, you know, this is what I've got control over. I can make this work for me. Let's do it, you know. And if you say you're going to do something to someone, you do it. If you go to someone, that's another thing. That's why I don't tell everyone what I'm doing, because like if you go to someone and go, I'm going to do this, bet your damn ass you got to do it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't be going around willy-nilly just going like, oh, I'll pay you back, or I'll do this, or do that, or do this, or do that.
Saying shit to say shit.
Yeah, bro. You're wasting air.
Yeah.
You're wasting air, bro. And words are meant to have value. And that's all we have in our life. All we have in our life is our words. All we have in our life is what we say and what we do. And if you're telling me that what you're saying is worthless, you're worthless, bro. Because you're full of shit. Like you're not holding yourself to a standard. You're not doing anything. You're just talking. You know?
Where's the value behind that?
Exactly, bro. Like it's baseless, and that's sad. It's disappointing. Yeah, you know. And some people are like that, and it's whatever. But it's gotta be different.
like you said before, too. Like everyone has success within them. And it's just finding that, and don't compare yourself to other people. Because, you know, comparison is the theft of joy.
Oh, dude, it'll kill you, yeah.
And if you keep comparing yourself to, this person's got this person's doing this, it's like your greatest could be greater than that. Focus on your potential.
100%. I'm very big on don't be heroes. That's why I don't idolize anyone. I don't have heroes. Like I don't put anyone on anything. Like my biggest thing is God. Like I've going back to the God stuff. I don't put religion on people. I don't tell people you need to believe in God. I believe you need to believe in something. Yeah. But for me personally, I know that I have a purpose in life. There's a reason why I'm here. And the only person that I have to make proud is God. Like, I know I want to make my dad proud. I want to make my mom proud. You know, I want to make my opa proud. And my opa's proud. But they're, you know, I'll see them when I see them. They're in heaven now. Yeah. You know, hopefully. But, yeah, like, you know, everything's bigger than yourself. Everything's bigger than me. And you just got to understand where you fit, what you're good at. And it doesn't matter if you're like working at Macca's, bro. Like it doesn't matter what you're doing. Just do it to the best of your ability. Like
have pride.
Yeah, have pride in what you do, bro. Like shower in the morning, put your work clothes on and get to work, bro. Like doesn't matter what you're doing, where you're at in your life. Don't look at if you work in the drive-through and some cunt drives through with a Mercedes and you're like, you know, if he treats you like shit, he's a piece of shit. Yeah. For one, but two, like just because he's got that doesn't mean you can't. And you don't know the whole story. Like that whole vehicle could be his mum's. Yeah. That could be stolen. That could be, you know, like I see a lot of shit like online. That's another thing. Like you see things online and it's like, bro, I've seen it in person. Like some people like put people on pedestals and I see them in person and it's like, bro, like you don't even want to see what's going on in person, bro. It's not even that. It's not even what you see. It's like, you know, touching on an interesting subject, like pornography, which is a massive issue with men, like massive. And the same with like internet rappers and stuff, everything. Like what you see online can really like be detrimental because you're looking at all the stuff and it's like, this is what I need to have. This is what I need to be. This is how you get it in life. And it's like, nah, bro, you don't even can you imagine how boring it is behind the scenes? Can you imagine all the bullshit that goes behind it?
It changes your perception of what it actually is.
Yeah, it does. And you need to understand that because if you don't and you get caught up in this fake world of fakeness, like
unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, exactly. Expectations are another massive killer. That's why you have to be a man of your word. I don't set expectations for people. I don't trust anyone. Like I don't trust myself half the time. No, I do. but like if you set expectations for things, you're down to get hurt. Yeah. Like people will fail you constantly.
Because when they don't reach those expectations, that's where the shortcomings come.
Exactly, and that's when it causes problems, especially in relationships. If you set expectations for your partner, your friends, your dog even, like you set expectations, bro, they're going to fail you. Like off the bat, bro, it's already doomed. Yeah. So don't set expectations. Set expectations for yourself, but know what you can achieve. Like you can achieve anything. Yeah. But set little goals. Like one thing for me is like I have my end-term goals, my big goals, and then little things like, you know, like let's say I want to hit like a milestone in gym, or you know, I want to achieve this. Just set little things. That's how I really started. Was just pulling myself out of it, setting little goals. Like I said, speaking things into action. Like I envisioned myself where I want it to be. I was like, I am going to.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to. Oh,
Yeah.
That's what I am going. Yeah, I am. Not. Oh, that's nice.
And that's why I don't say words like trying. Like I don't say, oh, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. It's like that example. It's like, all right, try and pick up that chair. And they pick it up. It's like, no, I said try and pick it up. So they put it down. I'm like, okay, try and pick it up. And they pick it up. I'm like, no, that's not trying. That's picking it up.
Yeah.
Rather you're doing it or you're not.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's why I don't use words like trying, because it's rather I'm doing it or I'm not.
Yeah, either I'm getting it done, or, you know, and it's fine to fail.
Yeah, of course.
It's
that's
fine.
what the lessons are.
Yeah, exactly. You have to fail. I failed. I have made so many fuck ups.
Yeah.
I'm 23 this year, right? I have made so many fuck ups. It's not funny, you know? And I have learned so much in short span. I had to grow up fast, mind you. So a lot of people look at me and they're like, you're like 26, 27, 24. No, I'm 22, 23. You know, blessed. But yeah, like you have to screw up, and you have to understand that you're going to lose. You have to you've got to accept failure and defeat immediately before you accept victory, because it's going to come first. Like even with like this sounds so wrong, but even with like women and people in general, like you have to accept losing that thing before you know, you have to understand things value. You have to understand what it's like to lose it. You have to understand that you're not always going to be the best. You're not always going to get what you want. You have to face the fact of like, this could go wrong. It's the same with like showbiz. Like every time I throw a show, there's always going to be something going wrong. So I don't stress. I handle what I can. And when things fuck up, they fuck up. And it's like, I'll deal with it when it comes.
In the moment.
Yeah. In the beginning of when I was like working around, it used to stress me out. I was like, oh, fuck, what's going to go wrong now? But now I'm just like, okay, when it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Like, I'm so nonchalant. like the other day, we threw a show and things weren't going so well. And I just approached Cliffo and I was, you know, just like, yeah, how's it going? Just chilling. And then he comes up to me later on, because we have little meetings to like keep going with how we're doing. And he's like, you know, I really appreciate that. You know, you're just calm. I'm like, yeah. yeah, I know. It's just whatever, you know. Things are gonna go awry.
Take it as it comes.
Basically,
Yeah,
bro.
don't get too caught up in what's going to happen. This is going to happen, and you know, fearing everything that may happen. Like just deal with it when it comes. You know.
Yeah.
You can always trust yourself in the moment to always overcome challenges when you're faced with them. Like especially when something happens in entertainment or like a night out that you plan for like artists to come to when you run the venue. Like if you just deal with them all in the moment, I guarantee you'll have an overall better experience than if you spent 2 hours before stressed about what will go wrong and getting into the venue and then only thinking about that.
No, 100%. It's the same with like when you plan a night out with your friends. Like I catch the train, right? I don't have a license yet because I'm an idiot, but also because I catch the train everywhere. Like literally, I only go to the city. So, like, when you plan a night with your friends, like I'm very spontaneous. I'm very erratic and spontaneous, and I'll wake up one day and go, "This is what I'm doing today," and it's cool. Like it's pretty cool. And a lot of my close friends are exactly the same, so it works. Like we're just like, fuck it, we're doing this, but we don't actually make a plan. I feel like when you really sit down and plan things out, it's like when you're planning things for like a date or something. Like, you know, things aren't going to go to your plan. You know,
Takes away the adventure.
Yeah, just roll with the punches, baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was sitting on the train the other night, and this dude was having a hissy fit because nothing went according to his plan. I'm like, bro, if you're sitting here now, you're ruining the night because, like, just roll with it.
Yeah.
Like, whatever's happening in the night, you just got to roll with it. Like, you're going to lose your friends. They might end up on the other side of the valley. They might be doing whatever. They're an adult now. You know what I mean? Like, it's fine as long as they're alive. But, you know, like, you can plan. You can plan for anything. You can doomsday prep. You can do whatever, but life's still going to happen, bro. It's the most this is the most unpredictable game that we have.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing is we have a choice. You can choose anything. You'll change the game settings every split second. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So roll with the punches, baby, and just live. Don't be mapping everything out like a methodical thinker. Like some people do, and it works for them, and that's cool. But you know, when shit doesn't go according to plan, don't beat yourself up about it because
You just got to go with it as it comes.
yeah.
I'd love to dive into some of these Q&As now.
Yeah,
For the people listening, Tsotsi put up a Q&A on his stories, and we've got a lot of the community asking questions. So we're going to read them out one by one, and then we're going to get the man himself to enter these questions. So our first one is, who's leading the Brisbane fashion scene?
Oh, there are some really cool stuff going on in Brisbane with fashion. Like I said, Muller, shout out Muller. He's doing some crazy stuff. I plan to buy some more pieces from him. I got a few friends that do fashion, like Solomon. He's doing some fashion shows recently. Absolutely amazing. The twins, they've been doing some cool stuff. I've got a friend of mine named Max. He's like my stylist.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're watching this, Max, you can find him at They Don't Love Max on Instagram.
Shout out to Max.
Shout out to Max. I'm sure that was him that said that too, isn't it?
Yeah. They don't love Max.
Yeah, that little fucker, bro. But yeah, no, there's some crazy scenes happening with the Brisbane fashion scene. Shout out Tag Label, Noir Studios. That shit's crazy, made by Noir. I always cop pieces from them. Yeah, no, there's some crazy clothing coming out of Brisbane. I love wearing it. Like, honest to God, best fabrics, everything.
Big ups. This next one, I'll read out who the questions are coming from as well.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I won't do that.
I'll look later.
All right, sweet. Next one is, what's it like in the entertainment industry and how dark it can get?
What's it like in the entertainment industry?
Yeah, and how dark
can it get?
Yeah.
What's it like? It's crazy. Like, it's unexpected. It's exciting. It's exhilarating. It's stressful. Because I got paranoia and PTSD too. Like when people look at me, it's like, why are you looking at me? But I got to understand as well, like, I'm kind of becoming a figure in Brisbane, and it's like, why? But at the same time, it's like, whatever. The darkest thing I've seen, like I said, like I've been a naughty boy. I've seen some shit, and because of the position I'm at, I've seen some crazy stuff that I won't divulge. Yeah. Because, you know, come on, it's not necessary. But yeah, it gets dark, bro. Like, it's not just Brisbane entertainment, but like, to keep it flat with people, and the police know, bro. Like, everyone knows, like, music and drugs go together, and crime and things. Like, when you go to a fucking rap show and the people are talking about killing people and stuff and like shooting people and stuff, like, what do you expect you're hanging around, bro? It's kind of like, you know, like, you go to a hippie festival, you know, you're around potheads, bro. It's like, like, you know, like, it gets dark. It gets real. It gets live. It's like, what do you want to deal with personally? Go hang out with the people that you fit. Me personally, I fit in with the bad boys. No, I'm joking. I just fit in. I fit in where I fit in. Yeah. But yeah, it gets dark. It gets dark.
Next one is, what made you want to be a part of the Brisbane scene?
I didn't. I just came here on a boat. No, I'm joking. I didn't want to be a part of any scene, to be honest. I just like what I like, and yeah, I got accepted in. Like, I'm an outsider, bro. I'm not even like from Australia. I'm like a little immigrant, bro. I've got a citizenship test tomorrow.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah, I'm going for my citizenship. Shit costs so much money, bro. Australian government, what are you doing?
I just got mine in January.
Yeah.
My citizenship, yeah.
Dude, I got to do the little test tomorrow.
Oh, true. You got this.
High five. You got this. Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. No. I was accepted in. I was accepted. I was brought in. Yeah. What made me want to be a part of it, I guess. I've always been a loner. I'm a loner. And I'm friends with the outcasts, people that are rejected by society and stuff. So I just wanted to find my little clique, and I guess I found it.
Yeah, that's good, bro. Next one is, when did you have the light bulb moment and realize this is what you know you want to do?
So I'm a vessel. That's what I am. I'm a vessel. It's not for me. It's for everyone else. And when I started, when I started doing things and people were telling me like you're the way out, like people were legitimately telling me like without you, like I wouldn't be here and like shit like that, and people going like just telling me the deepest, darkest truths of like you saved my life type shit. That's when I was like, okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing it for you guys. Like we're out here. We're gonna do it together then. You know, we thugging it out.
Yeah, we're fucking it out. This next one, brother, is what would you say is your daily inspiration, motivation, and driver?
To see things come together. I like when things work. I like when I see the end result. I like when it all comes together and encompasses. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I like to see people happy.
Yeah.
I like to see people expressing themselves, the creativity as we touched on. And I like it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, and it's good. It's when you start seeing those things come into fruition.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. Like it's kind of, you can't really compare it to anything. It's just once you experience that, if that can be a motivator within itself to be like, I want that to happen again.
Yeah.
I want to keep seeing these things grow. I want to keep seeing people reach their potential. I want to keep seeing these things reach the next stage of life, and it's fucking, you feed off energy.
Yeah, no, 100%. You feed off what's around you. You feed off what's happening. And you get a taste for it, you know. You get addicted to the flip. You get addicted to the feel good feeling of, you know, like that's when you don't want things to get to your head.
Yeah,
that's when you don't want things to get to your head. Cause I've always been big on. I've always told everyone like if things start getting to my head, punch me.
Yeah,
like if I actually start like getting ego and becoming a little shithead, like my best mates know, like they'll smack me if they need to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just be happy for what you do. When you get it done, enjoy the little things. You know, it's good to celebrate. Little celebrate. Don't go overboard. But like the little celebrations, pat yourself on the back. Keep going and
those little rewards. Yeah. And do you have any final words you'd like to share as well before we wrap up? And also, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you and find the work that you do?
So to wrap up, I really appreciate you having me here. I know I definitely went on like a little tangent.
I love it. Perfect.
I feel like I hope I covered everything. I hope. But yeah, if they want to know more, they want to see more, if they want to see what I'm doing, I'm on Instagram. I've got Facebook and shit, but I don't really use Facebook. I got my email, and I got my business Instagram. My best Instagram and place to reach me is @_ TSOTSI_. So just Tsotsi, and you'll find me.
I'll link it all in the bio for this episode, but I just want to say thanks for coming on, brother. Much appreciated.
Thank you for having me, man.
No worries, brother. Cheers.